Bro, y'all already know why I'm here. Don't waste your time coming in here guessing or nothing. I want to know why the fuck the Miami Heat signed Patrick Mills. Okay? What does he do?
You too good for Patty Mills, brother?
I'm not too good for Patty Mills. I just want to know why Miami signed him.
Because
Like,
Tyler Hero hurt, brother.
I thought that's why we got DeLon Wright.
No. DeLon Wright can't shoot. So
We got DeLon Wright for Jay Rich, and now we got
yes,
Patty Mills. What about Duncan? We had Duncan already.
brother. Brother.
Just why? Why?
You would think, hey, let's just play Duncan a little bit more. But
What?
depth in a COVID year is always the way. So why why not sign a war veteran by the name of Patrick Mills?
Come on, bro. Patty Mills is like he's cooked for what? He's 35. He doesn't play defense. He is small. Like these are all truths about Patty Mills. New the Patty Mills move is it changing life for you in Miami?
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't ask me that question. I'm just gonna say, my God is an awesome God because this just means I don't have to watch Tyler Hero no more this season, and that's a win in my book. So, do with that what you will.
She's spitting. She talking
Somebody
that
said
shit.
no. Somebody said no Dame, but Patty Mills makes sense. Yeah, they wanted Drew Holiday more than him, but
They finally got that guard with dreads that they was searching for this off season.
yes, my boy, what's going on, gang?
What's up, y'all?
Bro, why did we sign Patty Mills?
Wait, hold on, nigga. Are you eating the apple?
Damn, how you knew?
Nigga,
Brandon Smith.
That shit was
you
front.
casually just said, "What's up, y'all?" Like
That's a
funny
Donnie
ass
ass
nigga. Like nigga thought he was gonna munch a whole apple and that shit was not gonna be heard up here.
My bad.
You good, gang? Why did
I'm
the
be
Heat
honest.
sign Patty Mills, bro?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about Patty Mills. Like I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here to ask who kicked me from the group chat. Because
Me.
and I'm seeing that chat ain't showing up. So who blocked me? What did I do?
It
Hello,
was
now.
me. You were making too much sense.
I don't know who it was, but that shit was funny though.
Hello, I'll put him back in here.
Somebody
I don't know.
back.
Now he back in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So whoever threw him out, they threw him back in there like they had to like a few minutes later.
Well, it'll tell you who threw him back in there, wouldn't it? That means that's the culprit, the one who knew he was out of there.
Yeah, but that don't necessarily mean they threw him out.
In my
That's some he
narrative,
who
it do.
smelled the Delta type shit.
For real. Oh shit, we got one boy TJ up here. TJ, what's going on, man?
What's up, y'all boys? How y'all feeling?
We don't know.
That's
How you
sexist,
feeling?
nigga.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Shit, we cool. Like,
You
nigga
said
signed Patty Mills. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, how you feeling about Patty being on the roster?
brother, we do not care. Miami has signed their old veteran who is cooked. They have met their quota for this season. Last year was Kevin Love. Patty Mills, how you doing, brother? You have fit the bill this year. So that's all it is. It's just break glass in case of emergency, in case Tyler Hero actually is cooked, in case we don't want to play DeLon Wright. Hello, Patty Mills, I guess.
Don't lie, bro. I think they gonna shut bro down until like a week before the playoffs, or maybe like 2 weeks before the playoffs, before the end of the season.
Maybe. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. They're gonna
Uh,
frame it like trying to get him healthy for the playoffs and all that other shit, but maybe they just trying to. This is the way of, hey, Duncan Robinson, you're the new starting shooting guard.
Oh, that don't make no sense, bro. Don't we got like 20 games left? Like, if we got 20 games left,
Mm-hmm.
They need to figure out a way to integrate Tyler Hero into this lineup because, to be perfectly honest with you, they have not figured out how to make the Terry Tyler thing work. They haven't figured out how this rotation is going to look beyond beyond Tyler and Duncan. They don't know the guard rotation, so like they're going to try to
Brother,
gain any traction. They need to put
Ira is saying that this is for Jay Rich, not Tyler.
J. Rich done for the season.
It said it's blah blah. Source confirms this is protection amid concern of extended absence with Josh Richardson.
that makes
The
no
boy,
sense.
it's boy in the comments on YouTube said J. Rich done for the season based on that signing. I don't know if J. Rich. Somebody take that tweet and put it in the playback for me. Like find the Ira Winderman tweet and then put it in there. He said,
What I
"Oh,
got to copy
Dolphin."
and paste?
Yeah, just copy and paste the link. He said,
You
know how to
"Ira
do
just
that?
reported." K Dub did it. The boy Dolphin Slayer said Ira just reported that this Mills signing is J. Rich Insurance. Speaking of insurance, we want to thank the primary sponsor of the basement, Simple Health Advisors. Y'all hit up my guy James Pugh. 321. Y'all know the number. Bro. Just call my boy James Pugh, email him, let him know that the basement sent you, whatever. But yeah, this is. But I don't like. Okay, so that makes even less sense then. Patty Mills should not be J. Rich Insurance. That's what DeLon Wright was.
Brother, do not let them people lie to you. Like, they know what they be knowing what they doing, bro. And sometimes you can believe the heat, and sometimes you got to think for yourself. This is
I
for
don't
Tyler
know.
Hero, bro.
I
It's
can't see that.
like not the fact, not the idea that he would play or take anything of Tyler Hero's role type shit, like, but just someone who, like, Patty Mills is closer to Tyler Hero as a player, even at his old age, than J Rich. Like, Patty Mills
In terms of like play style,
right. So
yeah. He's still averaging like 8 points this year or some shit like that at 35.
he's a shooter. J Rich ain't no fucking shooter, man. Like, bro, like, what sense does it make? Like you said, DeLon Wright fits more of what J Rich is as a player, closer to J Rich than Patty Mills, bro. Because why would you sign Patty Mills as backup to J Rich in case of an extended absence when you literally picked up DeLon Wright? Bro, like that does, who was the latest player to miss an extended amount of time recently? Tyler. Like, bro, this shit ain't like that's a terrible lie.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. They signed DeLon Wright, and now they're not playing him. And now we're going to sign another guard. And are they going to play Patty over DeLon? Like, that makes no sense.
Right,
Why would you
exactly.
sign, bro?
Exactly, brother.
Not even just that. Patty
Go
don't
ahead,
even
man.
operate in the same space that a Jay Rich would. Like, so you signed a small offense only guard to replace your bigger supposed to be defensive guard. Like, huh?
Vince, what you thinking about this whole thing, bro? Give me your thoughts.
I'm telling you, bro. I said this last night in the space, man. Spo is the biggest. Like he's a bigger liar than you, man. That's all this nigga's been doing, and he been living in 2014. That's another problem too. He has not gotten over 2014 clearly because now he got patched on Mills.
Ali in the comments said he can also be Terry Rozier Insurance. Same kind of like thing.
I mean, everybody's hurt, everybody's injury prone, but that's gonna be the case when you have a team that is undersized and has to bang with these trees for a 7 game series. It's gonna
Yep.
these guys' bodies are not gonna hold up. Remember 2022 when we were the 1 seed, it was all fun and well until we got to the playoffs. Next, you know, the freaking injury list looks like an NFL report sheet, and everybody's hurt, and they gotta play hurt because we don't have any other options. And so we're gonna do the same thing every year.
Abbott Ellen asked, did they ever say what the Wigger did to even get hurt? Tyler Hero, it was a hyperextended knee during the game, and then after that, it was like a foot injury after the All-Star break that they said it is. So I think it's a foot injury that they're going with now. Typhoon, my God, what's happening, gang?
Hey, ain't nothing much. Nothing much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, man, what the fuck we got Patty Mills for, man?
Bro, that's what I was going to ask you.
Man, hey, bro. Hey, this team sucks, bro. Bro,
I don't think Patty Mills like dramatically changes the
but he
opinion or
don't.
the outlook on the team.
But
But
he
like,
don't.
I didn't understand. Like, I still don't quite get it. Like, I don't understand why. What is the need for Patty Mills? Like,
But
yes, Tyler is injured or whatever, and just in case he go out in the playoff, you have a similar style player, but you got Duncan already, and you have Terry Rozier, both of them that can fill similar voids to what Tyler does.
hey, it almost seems like, bro, they just signing people just to be like, hey, we're trying to do something.
I feel like it should be something more than that. I feel like it should be kind of like a rationale behind why you signing players. And if you're going to just sign a player right now, why not sign an additional big, bro?
That would have made more sense.
Like, are there any bigs out there on the market? Not like a great one of the same caliber as a Patty Mills that we could have signed instead of Patty Mills.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins was a thing.
Yep.
Hey, somebody kick this nigga out, bro.
So, Ali in the YouTube chat said Marcus Morris.
Sign him.
He said Dwight Howard. All right, bro, stop.
All right, Dolphin Slayer.
Yeah, that's
That's a little bit different. Caleb Martin is really pretty. So you know what I mean? It might be a distraction in the locker.
bro. What the fuck?
But no, bro, like I don't know, bro. Like I was just when I saw the signing, bro, I was like, I don't get it. And now that y'all have illuminated me with the whole like it's Jay Rich insurance thing. Okay, I was gonna buy that at first, but Kendall, you kind of put it in a way that like helped me understand. Like it does not make sense. These are two different archetype players, and we already have a Jay Rich placement. Why would you think that this is Tyler like insurance though, bro? Like I feel like Terry and Duncan are in Tyler insurance.
Bruh, the thing is, it's like if it gets to a point where the Heat, like, I guess, have to play people because some like injuries or something, bruh. Like, if they mount up, like Jay Rich is already gone for like a good amount of time. He's been gone, bro. Like, they can't come out. The Heat can't afford it, bro. Like they literally they kind of just keep putting him on the injury list and just saying out questionable. Bro, remember in the finals, like it's just like once you remember like how they move and like just compared to similar situations, bro, like they let the narrative run after game 2 or like right before game 2, or I think it was after we won, that Tyler may come back for game 3. Then he was out. And then they let it linger for game 4. And then they let it linger for game 5. Bro, they could have easily said he was not playing. They knew he was never playing, bro. They're not gonna come out and say he's gonna be out indefinitely. Cause I don't think they know. Like, I guess with foot tendonitis, it's like a thing where you can't really put a timetable on it. Like, that's my assumption. Like, bro, like they do a lot to protect that. Like him, they have to protect him. Like they don't want like that fucking he injury prone stamp to like already be on him more than it already is. So it don't make sense to say like so what how do you cover that up? Patty Mills is insurance for Jay Rich. I would understand that if Jay Rich got hurt after you signed DeLon. But that makes no sense, bro. Like they trying to like, just pull the wool over people's eyes, but it's not working. Not over here.
Manny in the YouTube chat said, "Does this really deserve a stream?" Hell no, it don't. But that YouTube monetization don't work itself, brother. We are on playback live right now. If you want to join the conversation, this usually wouldn't be a stream. It's just a conversation. But like,
I don't think Tyler coming back, bro.
I'm sorry.
I don't think Tyler coming back.
Not
Like you
coming
mean
back
like
over the next 2
for
weeks,
like
possible.
for like the regular season, or you talking about for the playoffs? Like
Shit. Hey, knowing Tyler, hey, that boy season done.
nah. He'll come back. Like he got to come back and he'll come back.
Ramp up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 weeks before the playoffs. Like when do the playoffs start? Like the 15, the 16 type shit. Like usually mid-April, right?
this is very interesting timing of this 5 reasons tweet.
What's it say?
It
He
says
can't. He
The
can't
Patty
read.
Mills move. The Patty Mills move has nothing to do with Tyler Hero.
It's one of them is in this live.
We got one visitor in here. Hey, visitor, how are you? Welcome
We
to our
got him,
channel.
coach. That 5 reasons tweet that came out. We got him. These niggas are lying.
Yeah.
Like, but like for real, like I know, like they reporting the same thing that I well, Pat Riley is a liar. My role model, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is my role model when it comes to this lying shit, bro. I learned it all from the Godfather himself.
That's
But why are they so adamant? Why are they so adamant about pushing this move on to other people?
bruh.
Exactly.
Bruh. That's what I'm saying, bro. You just gotta think for yourself a little bit and you connect the
Oh,
dots and
who
then you'll
actually?
see.
See, let's connect these dots on it, bro. Why are they so adamant to like Patty Mills should be an insignificant move? Why is it that people have to come out and be like, "Oh, this move was about this guy and not this guy"?
Exactly. I'm scheming.
Go ahead, CS. I want to hear your opinion as to why this is.
What's the question?
I was saying, like, why does it seem like media outlets or like the Heat are intent on saying that this Patty Mills move wasn't about Tyler, it was about something else? And Dr. Slayer, we appreciate you being a fan of both us and 5 reasons, bro. Follow 5 reasons if you like their content, bro. Make sure you support them or whatever. But go ahead, CS.
I think it's just because it is about Tyler Hero. To be honest with you, like I think anytime they come out saying that it's not about him, it's about him. It's like they always got to do damage control for him or something. I don't get it. I've never seen nothing like this before. To be honest with you, they treat him like the golden boy.
Brother, because you weren't alive for the Bird era. But, I mean, in current NBA time, like, I'm kind of with y'all. Like, I don't think I can ever recall a situation quite like this one where a team it I don't want to say that Miami's catering to him, but that's kind of what it feels like. I can't think of a better word. It feels like Miami is not only catering to him, but his ego and shit with all this stuff.
They baby him. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Like, bro, this a grown man in the NBA. Like, this part of the business. Like, you get replaced. Like, that's just the game. You get paid a lot of money. I don't understand it.
Bruh, like we literally had what happened?
My bad. I usually don't mute myself so that I can talk when people stop talking, but I've muted myself to read Justo's tweet. I don't know why I had to mute it. Go ahead.
Oh. Now I was just about to say, like, y'all don't remember. Well, I know I remember. Y'all probably remember too. Like that Pat Riley press conference. I don't know if that was before last season or this season.
Which one? The one where he was talking about them averaging 25 points?
No, when Pat Riley, bruh, literally said Tyler is one of this dynamic scorer. He doesn't have to play defense.
That wasn't a press conference. That wasn't a press conference. It was like a celebration or something where Pat was on the mic and like he didn't. I know what situation you're talking about, bro.
Bro, that's a quote. That's all I can say. I don't remember what it was, but he said that shit, bro.
Season ticket event. That's right, Justo.
Yes, and I was like, what? Bro, that's when it started. Like, that's when it shifted to me that it was like, okay, this front office, like, they love that kid for whatever reason, whatever. Bro, like they do a lot. Like CS said, like he's there, they protect him. Like he that golden boy. And and Dolph like it's definitely white privilege, but you know how that go. But yeah, bro, like ever since he said that, bro, like I've always looked at like their whole dynamic differently, because I just think that's insane. He said that, bro. Like I don't remember
I
where
don't
it
know.
was, but he said that shit. Guilty as fuck, like 50 said.
That shit crazy. You feel like it. No, kind of help me crystallize this, bro. Why is it that this organization feels such a need to cater to Tyler Hero, bro?
Nigga, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too.
See why?
I'm supposed to know.
I just feel like you would have a better grasp on this because, like, the ire, your hatred goes mostly towards Jimmy Butler. So a lot
It's
of
not true.
times,
It's not true. It's not true.
what is not true?
Jimmy is not my most hated member of this franchise or anything like that.
Who
I
is?
hate Mickey Harrison more than I hate anybody.
And
Well.
LeBron James.
Oh yeah, fuck him forever.
But yeah, why I laugh like that, Van Lee? I don't know. It's just the way I laugh, bro. Is she from Florida? No, Newest from New Jersey.
I don't think they needed to know that personally, but okay.
I ain't
Say that
telling
nigga
what
giving
part of
out a
New Jersey.
lot of information.
I ain't telling what part you from, bro, because that seems to be way more important than the state. You're not from Alex Shelton, New Jersey.
Oh, absolutely not.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like New Jersey is a big-ish state. What are y'all,
It
the
is,
Garden
and it's
State?
small as fuck. Yeah, we the Garden State.
Correct. I mean, the Garden's in New York, but and why y'all call yourself the Garden State? I don't know. They're like fake ass New York and New Jersey. Who was I talking about? Oh, Tyler Hero, per usual. But I need to connect myself. Abbott, you done joined the stage. What's going on, gang?
What's up, y'all? I got like 5 minutes. I've been gone from work for like 2 hours, but
No.
yeah, you know, yeah, extended lunch break. Nigga took a nap in his car and shit. Anyway, yeah, tiny but mighty Miami Heat. You know, pride, ego, all that shit, keeping Tyler around. They fucked up not drafting Devin Booker. Fucked up not drafting Maxey. Gave Tyler $30 million, so we got to stand on business now. You know, didn't trade for Donovan. Didn't trade for Dame, who dropped 40 last night dolo against the Clippers. So
I'm more interested in why we signed Patty Mills, Abbott.
I don't know. When have these niggas done anything that makes sense? I'm not gonna judge this until I hear Bill Simmons shit himself about it first. You know what I mean? That's the gauge for me on how good or bad this is.
Whether or not Ben Simmons hates it.
Yeah, listen, man. Bill Simmons seems to be the only person that, for some weird reason, got a good gauge on the team. So
I think Gilbert Arenas.
I don't listen. Gilbert
Arenas is a moron.
He
He's a
say too
moron,
much
right?
shit. He too much shit to where like the good shit he say just get
Get
thrown
drowned
out.
out.
Yeah.
Just drowned out. But yeah, like he'll be on that bullshit sometimes. But I feel like he has a good-ish post on like
Sure.
what the Heat are. Like
You
I don't know,
do,
certain
but
people.
Gil got some hate in his heart for Miami, bro. You need to let
1000%.
that go.
That boy Wade did something to him, bro. Wade did a
Did
number
something
on
to
that
his
nigga.
spirit.
Like he beat that boy so bad on that court that like I think like Gil let that shit. He gonna let that shit rock.
Which is crazy because LeBron had motherfucking Damon Jones or whoever embarrassed his ass on national television. So,
Well, that was a funny ass story that I heard from Gilbert Arenas too. But like also like JJ Redick is another one who has a good post, but that's because he got inside source. He talked to Duncan Robinson, so he know what's going on. That shit stinks though, bro. Like I just don't get this Patty Mills. I'm sorry that it's the news though, bro. Like I don't get the Patty Mills
there's
thing.
no
Like
way he was. Was he the only foul guy available? Like there has to be more niggas available, right?
Isn't Otto Porter like a free agent?
No, I don't. They didn't buy him out in time. I don't think.
Oh,
I think they had to get bought out before what, March 1st or something like that.
Yeah, it was like last Friday, about like 5:00.
I think Otto Porter is a free agent though.
No,
Yeah, but it's in order to be eligible for like a playoff roster, they had to be released by a certain time. Like I think it was March 1st. I can't quite remember like what it was, but like I know they had to be released by a certain time in order to be eligible for a playoff rotation. Oh, they say Otto Porter hasn't been bought out yet.
Oh yeah.
But even still, like what is Marcus Morris still a free agent?
Yeah,
I think so.
Does that not make more sense than
they can't sign him?
They can't sign him.
Yeah, we can't
He made too
afford
much
to sign
money.
him. The new CBA thing.
The apron shit or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember like after they like when you're a tax team, like you can't sign a player.
Yeah. It's like one of 7. Yeah, one of 7 teams. I think it is or something.
Yeah,
or one of 8.
They had the same conundrum with like
I
a
think
Gordon
10
Hayward.
million or less is the max we could do.
Either way though, like it had to be somebody else, bro. Somebody said Tyler probably not coming back anytime soon. Well, there ain't much season left before the playoffs. You won't be surprised if it's foot surgery.
Then that means he's done for the season.
Yeah, if Tyler has surgery, then he's out for the rest of the year.
Him specifically, like he can't play on foot surgery.
Correct.
Can I share another 5 reasons tweet?
Absolutely.
This is a deep team. Bam, O-Rob, Bryant, Jovic, Love, Highsmith, Butler, Martin, Jaquez, Kane, Herro, D-Rob, Swider, Williams, Rozier, Richardson, Wright, Mills. This is a deep team.
It's some deep shit.
Off the roster. Just reading off the roster is not actually calling it. What are we doing?
Yeah, like just naming.
He said Thomas Bryant. Like, what are we doing?
Just naming.
That bitch said O-Rob.
Like just naming people on the roster. Like I don't get it, bro. Like it's like when they're on the team and when they're playing. Like I think what right now, like when they talk about the backup bigs, they're going to compare them to Zeller and Dwayne Dedman, and it's like, okay, bro, if they're better than those two, cool. But so the fuck what? That don't. That
literal word.
You already knew, bro. Like, yeah, that's cool, bro. Like, but that don't mean that we're good. Like, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean they're good players, bro. That like Patty Mills right now, I understand. He killed you in 2014 with Danny Green and Gary Neal. Like, cool. Like
they killed that. Nah, hell no. That nigga killed us when LeBron had like 23,000 career points, bro. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a new day. Like right now, like these are names. Some of these aren't names that you could have said 2 years ago. When you talk about Orlando Robinson, you can't say his name. You can't say his name this year. To be real with you, and when you're talking about depth, him, Thomas Bryant, you should not be saying his name. Patty Mills is a player, I guess, but you don't consider him like a depth piece, somebody who's going to win you a playoff game. You don't consider DeLon Wright a player that can win you a game. And yeah, these players are going to get the natural SPO boost, whatever that accounts for. But when they're starting from shit, like you don't get role players out of shit when these are old known players. Like people know what somebody said y'all hopped on YouTube to talk about backup bigs and Patty who won't play. LOL. Brother, I'm pretty sure that you will see more videos and hear more podcasts about this very same topic as the days go on. We just hopped on to have the quick discussion because we do this during lunchtime. We talk, we converse, we fellowship, and we're just
niggas who don't work remote. Niggas who don't work remote need to shut the fuck up. Nigga, before your boss come around that corner. Before your boss come around that corner and see you on that phone, nigga.
Come on now. You can't even take your AirPods out right now to even listen to what we talking about before you get in trouble. Before you get written up. Fuck is you talking about? Like
insubordination.
Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you actually on your lunch break. Come on, bro. Fuck is you you gotta clock out. before you listen to these spaces.
Hey, getting a corrective action, head ass boy.
Come on now, fucking D boy talking about but back to this. Okay, so this is the I don't know if this is gonna be the last conversation, depending on how it goes. I was listening to 5 Reasons this morning, and they were talking about closing lineups with this roster. Now we all know Patty Mills ain't changing that closing lineup whatsoever. But we also don't know who the closing lineup is. I think adding Patty Mills, given the context that y'all saying he's like a Tyler insurance policy, kind of shakes that shit up a little bit for people who anticipated Tyler being in the lineup, but not really. Like, I just want to hear, like, fully healthy, who you guys like rocking with as like your last 5. And then we'll see where that conversation takes us. Typhoon, I'm gonna start with you first, bro. If you had to choose a last 5 with the current roster, who is the last 5 that you got on the floor? Typhoon.
Shit. Bam, Jimmy. I have to say the way Duncan been playing, maybe Duncan, just for the shooting. Fucking Terry Rozier and fucking let's go. Shit, I don't fucking know who to put at that last spot.
So I think everybody's lineup is going to have Jimmy and Bam in it. That's a given. We got to get these
Final
last
5,
3
bro.
men.
It's the final 3. Like,
Yeah, just say the 3 people.
That's real shit.
That's
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, and I already know that some people gonna say it's a rotating thing. I get it. It is probably, but I'm just interested, like where your line of thinking is right now in terms of what you've seen with the roster. CS, bro, who your last? I guess the final 3 that you added to Jimmy and Bam in the closing lineup.
If unless Caleb is just like not making any shots, I think he has to be in that final lineup because other than the line, I don't think they have anybody that can guard the point of attack. So I put Caleb in there pretty much almost a lot, in my opinion. And then I guess maybe JJJ. Depending, it really just depends on if he's making shots. If he's making shots, I'm putting him in there. And then honestly, Duncan. Personally, I would put him in there. Just give me that spacing offensively, but that would be my 3.
So the problem that I have with JJJ is the problem that a lot of people have with JJ. In the playoffs, they are not going to guard him at the 3-point line. Like they're going to make him make shots. And I don't know if he's going to be doing that. And I don't know if he's good enough defensively to warrant kind of like the liability that he might be from behind the 3-point line. Because he ain't going to have the ball. Jimmy going to have the ball. And so he likes to operate in the same general vicinity as Jimmy Butler. I don't foresee that kind of like working out as well. But I can understand, like, because of his complete game, like why people would want to, like, you be willing to sacrifice some of the shooting for all the other things that he does. Vince, who your closing lineup, bro?
I mean, obviously Jimmy and Bam. Duncan, I would say Caleb. The last one, I don't know. It's gonna be matchup dependent. We can get away with it, maybe Terry. If we need the defense, Highsmith. If we need, I don't see Jovic ever closing. That's not gonna work. If we need size, Caleb.
I don't see
So
Jovic
I think,
playing.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, if those are like the 4th slot, the last slot is matchup dependent. If we need like some pick and roll and some offensive juice, we can go with Rozier. If we need the defense, Highsmith, which is the hybrid. If we need the size for the rebounding issues, then Kevin Love. That's what I
So
see.
so this is my problem with both your big lineup and your defensive one. I don't see a world where Caleb and Duncan are your backcourt. So with Highsmith and with Kevin Love, you're gonna
Well,
have Caleb Duncan out there at the wings.
technically, my backcourt is Jimmy and Duncan, not Caleb and Duncan, because I'll have Jimmy as my point guard.
De
As long as
facto.
Rozier's not
All right.
playing. But yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Justin, my boy, what's happening? Y'all should look at Justin's stream on the Twitch channel. He was dying a lot when he was playing Warzone, but not more than I would have. Justin, how you doing today?
Yo, what's good? You can hear my mic?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's coming through nice and clear.
What's good?
Somebody told you on the stream last night that I should let you on stream. And I was like, he has the power to let himself on stream if he wants to.
I do, and he also mistaken me for you or threat.
I don't. If he watched me play that game, there's no way that he could do that. Go ahead, Justin. Tell me, like, who will be your closing lineup, not starting lineup. That's a little bit easy. Who's your closing lineup with this team?
I'm gonna keep it a being. I haven't been watching at all. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a reason why I produce,
This
bro.
man just man. This man just produced.
Hey, bro, man, produce so that he don't have to get on that camera and say a word about games he ain't watch. Genius.
Yep.
The genius. Pure genius. No, who you closing with on this roster? And you got to give me names.
Nigga, I don't do nothing but stay black and die.
Oh my God!
So no, I gotta answer it. I was thinking about my answer when everybody else was going, so I could be prepared because I didn't want to leave you out there like that. I'm gonna go Jimmy, Bam, Terry, Duncan, Caleb. It's gonna be a lot of ass shaking on the defense, but
So essentially, the starting lineup replacing Caleb or replacing Jovic with Caleb.
yes.
Interesting. So you're fuck defense, but just put the most balanced lineup out there possible.
I mean, like, I feel like you could say if you go defense, right? Who would you, let's say, what I call that nigga Haywood or DeLon? I feel like it's just gonna leave more bodies to double Bam and Jimmy. Like, cause if I'm the coach on another team, 50. Like Haywood Highsmith got to hit every shot for 4 straight games before I even send a defender his way. Like
We're gonna have
let
to lose
that
to
nigga not lose. He has to go 27 for 27 in one game. Like, remember that game 7 or game 6, whatever that was, when Grant Williams just couldn't miss against Milwaukee? Like, he got to do that for 4 straight games before I even consider sending a defender at him. Like, Jaime, let that Mexican shoot. Like, however you say shoot in Spanish, I'm screaming that at him. Like, so no, like, if you're gonna be at El Shuto, if you're gonna be at a deficiency on one side of the ball, I'd rather you have offense to try and keep up. Cause like all these other teams can score, bro. Like, yeah, try and score with some niggas, bro. There you go. Whatever that word was.
Dispare is what they say on YouTube. Despera? My bad. I don't know nothing about
let me
that.
help you out real quick.
Appreciate it, brother. You know, I don't do them other languages. Dale, what's your closing lineup, game?
Jimmy and Bam. I think Caleb for sure.
Hey, Dad, what you eating, man?
Sandwich, lettuce and tomato on that bit, ham. You know what I'm saying? Public deli. I don't know if you know about that, but that shit right there is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, Caleb in that bitch. I'm gonna go. Now that Jay Rich hurt, I'm gonna go Terry Rozier. I think Terry about to get a little flow, bruh. I think Terry about to get a little flow. And I don't want to keep Tyler out because obviously we know who he is. But it's gonna be Duncan. And I'm not looking at closing lineup as more as like who's on the court at the last like
2-3 minutes. I'm looking at it as like who played the most in the fourth quarter, because I think it's gonna get to situations where Duncan and just the team per se will be playing well, and Tyler will be on the bench to start that quarter. And if we roll in or come back and this that, he's not touching that court. Or like Spo might try to sneak him in with the last 2 minutes when the game pretty much is under control. Cause he's done that a couple times. I don't know if people noticed before Tyler got hurt, but yeah, I'll go Duncan, Terry, Caleb, and then the two people who actually know how to play basketball.
Duncan, Terry, Caleb. I feel like I agree with CS in terms, all of y'all in terms with the Caleb thing. Like, I feel like Caleb has made himself into like a lock for that closing lineup. Because they're comfortable with him playing the four. They're also he's also probably the best point of attack defender that can still provide something on offense.
He our third most consistent player too, bro. Like in terms of
Basically.
playoff play of what we've seen the last few years, like
That's sickening, but it's
yeah, I
also
know.
the truth. I feel like with the way Duncan is played, like Duncan has to be in there. That point guard thing, like Terry Rozier is giving me heartburn. I agree with you that he's going to go on a run. I don't know if that run will include him closing games. Let me think about it a little bit. Jess, oh boy, what's up, gang? How you doing today? And want to hear your closing lineup.
What's poppin'? The closing lineup, I got Bam, Jimmy, Highsmith, Jamal Kane, and Pat.
Brother. Don't come here with the bullshit, bro. Just give it real answer, bro. Just God, bro. Nigga he leaves the stage, bro. After
He's just
said that
mad
bullshit.
about his fantasy.
Oh no,
bro.
he
The
didn't
Tyler
leave. I
Hero
kicked
can't
that
play.
nigga. He didn't
I was
leave.
to get the
He
nigga off
didn't
my
leave at all. He was kicked.
Good job, dude.
What the
He's
fuck?
just mad. His fantasy hero, Tyler Hero, is no longer available to play.
Yeah, bro. That's a nasty ass narrative anyway to have about Tyler Hero
That
being
was
on your
nasty as
fantasy
shit.
team. Yeah, bro, but that's what he be on. All right, I'm bringing him back up here to at least try. Somebody said they go Bam, Jaime, Caleb, or Jovic. No, you don't go Caleb or Jovic. You go Caleb over Jovic every time. Jimmy and Duncan. I think Jaime is just the one that I'm having a little trouble with. Jess, what's your real closing lineup, bro?
Just real quick before you go, Jess, I just want to say, if if Nikola Jovic is closing games for my team in the playoffs, don't expect me on no strings, Royal.
I know. I just, like,
because that mean them niggas is losing by 37, and it wasn't even close.
And they're doing it on purpose. Like that's what it means. It means they're trying to lose. Just want to hear your actual closing lineup, fully healthy, bro.
No, I agree with you. I think there's only 3 locks for real. Jimmy, Bam, the fuck, son. Jimmy, Bam, Caleb, and then 2 of either Hero, Duncan, or Terry. Whoever got it going for real. I don't think Spo should go into it like, yeah, this is my boy, because I don't think any of them really stamp that for real. Especially when it comes to Terry and Tyler. And we know we see Duncan, we seen him his mood swings as well. So I think he should be a coach, actually go by what the game dictates. That's my personal opinion.
I think that puts us in kind of like really dangerous territory when we're talking about like your team. Like that's putting a lot on Spo every night to figure out, or even the team itself to adjust to whatever lineup is out there to close games. Like that shit don't worry nobody out here. Like
I'm gonna say this though, like if it's one of those nights where everybody's cold or everybody's questionable, and it's just like, all right, fuck it, you just gotta pick 2. I'm gonna go with whoever started the game, whoever your starters is, and replace Jovic for Caleb, obviously, and then whoever's your starting backup should be the closing 2.
I think See, for me, I feel like if you want to have confidence in a closing lineup, then you need at least 4 locks. Like you need 4 people who you know are going to be on the floor at the end of games every night, and you can rotate one person.
I'm
And
gonna
the
be real,
problem
bro.
is,
I think
like,
as long as obviously, I think the only thing that probably might factor into it is foul trouble. If there's no foul trouble, I think it's gonna be Duncan as that fourth lock. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Like Spo just
Should
not
be.
finna be doing all this. That's when Spo stopped the catering shit, bro. Like in the playoffs, like he's gonna. And if Duncan is playing as well as he is, like we gonna need offense, bro. Like Duncan's gonna be on that court, in my opinion.
I agree that we're going to need offense, which is why, like, I envision that fourth lock being either Tyler or Duncan, and then they rotate that other guard. The problem that I'm going to have is like there are going to be some nights where it needs to be a defensive guard in there, and you might have Tyler and Duncan playing well on a certain night, or Tyler and Terry, or Terry and Duncan, however. But you're going to need one of the defensive guys to go in there to pair with one of them. That's when shit get dicey. What situations are we looking to play DeLon right in? Because you can't have a whole game of Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, and maybe Caleb trying to guard Dame Lillard.
That nigga not playing, bro.
Who?
DeLon, bro. That nigga ain't even getting. He ain't getting no run versus the Jazz, bro.
And he gonna be on the bench clapping his hands.
That's exactly what he gonna be doing.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, Josh Richardson is not going to be here.
Well, it's gonna be Hayward Highsmith.
Why are we talking
They'll
like
play.
he's gonna actually be there in the playoffs?
I don't know, bro. Like youthful optimism, bro. But
He's got to show.
so you saying they'll play Caleb and Hayward
This nigga
Highsmith together?
said youthful opportunity.
Bro, if you need a guard up there, and you saying that it's not enough just to have defensively, it's not enough to have Caleb.
No, I see you play Caleb in the backcourt and then you play Hayward in the front court.
Bro, well, if you're saying that in a situation where it can't be Tyler Terry or Tyler Duncan or Duncan and Terry, and one of them got and one of them got to come off, bro, it's gonna be Hayward Highsmith. If J. Rich not playing, it's gonna be Hayward, bro. Hayward got a wingspan, bro. That turns Spo up.
God, bro, but he's just not a professional basketball player.
I understand, bro, but like he been there. You know, Spo gonna play him over fucking DeLon, right?
Bro, I feel like Hayward Highsmith is going to get more minutes than Jaime Jaquez in the playoffs. I just don't see how.
No.
Look, bro. I just don't
see that. I think Jaime gonna get more minutes, man.
Look, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like with Jaime Jaquez, if he don't hit that corner three, he will be a liability on offense. And if they're going to have a liability on offense out there, they will choose the better defender, which is Hayward Highsmith.
I mean, if he hit into that mid range like he been lately,
he won't have so the way Jaime gets to that is he has a higher usage, bro. But that comes with Jimmy out. He can't do that with Jimmy. This is a point that Chelsea made. That's why I'm bringing Chelsea up here, because we was in a space together. I don't forget whose space was in, but like he made this point the other night about the boy Jaime. Jaime might be one of the odd men out in terms of like the rotation. What's up, Chelsea? How are you doing today?
I'm good. We're signing who?
Patrick Sammy Mills.
Bro, it is 2014, dog. It is not 2024.
Oh, we just signed Shake Milton. What's going on?
Shake is gainfully employed already.
I know, but he was on the market. Why Patty Mills? What do we need to replace Udonis Haslem with 6 foot tall career veteran Patty Mills? It doesn't even make sense to play him over anybody. It's not like we need a 3. Let's put out Patty Mills because he's so great on the defensive end too, and he's clearly a better shooter than the other 4 guys on the. They just want. You know what? I love this team.
Hey,
Why even fight?
hey, why
Accept
Ant
reality.
put out his video saying Patty Mills is a sneaky perfect move?
Who?
Ant,
Donardo?
yeah.
He's getting fired right now. Like, I can't do this no more, bro. I need to boot him out of chats.
They said
Hey,
we need light skinned Australian Kyle Lowry. That's crazy.
Chaosu, you kind of moved me with that argument. That's like you made the argument for Jay Rich instead of Jaime Jaquez the other day. And I just said, like, it could be feasible that Haywood Highsmith plays more than Jaime Jaquez in the playoffs.
No, it's like
You think I'm tripping?
No, because remember that whole Jaime run where like everybody was like, man, when the Heat, they got up over themselves and said, "Hey, star potential." Jaime Jaquez, brother was shooting 43 because it aligned perfectly when Tyler went out. He was shooting 43.5% from three. He was shooting better than Duncan from three in that stretch on lower volume, but still, that means he was just hitting corner threes. Since he got his groin and came back, he's shooting 23%. Brother, you're not playing in the playoffs. Like, Jay Rich has to be the guy sitting in – because Jimmy's going up to 31% usage. Everybody knows that's going to happen. People are going to have to be sitting in them corners. And if Jaime's sitting in that corner, we're just going to be watching P.J. Tucker all over again, where they're just – especially because Spo will do it. There will be a game in the playoffs where Spo runs out Jaime with Haywood Highsmith, and we're going to lose that game because they're just going to sit in the corners and it's either going to be bricking threes all game. So Jay Rich has to play because it's going to be – I think there's going to be DeLon and Jay Rich are going to get Jaime's minutes. And then I think Haywood's minutes are going to get – no, actually they won't. Jovic won't play in the playoffs. So Haywood will take all of his minutes. And I think Jaime may play 15 when, like, Jimmy's off the bench or when Jimmy turns his ankle for some weird reason and has to miss 2 games.
Right is not playing in the playoffs. I can get behind the Jay Rich thing though. Like, that's who I think. If Jay Rich come back, then this is all like we ain't even got to worry about it. He gonna be in that. He gonna be out there.
I won't say
one
DeLon
thing I'm
has.
gonna
I
say
think
about
DeLon will play in series. Like, if we're playing the Bucks, I think he'll put out DeLon in like a Jay Rich lineup against to like trap Lillard.
It's
one thing I
exactly what
would say
Atlanta
as
did.
well with Jaime. Y'all know how I feel about Jaime, but look, I think we could see him playing the 12 minutes that Jimmy doesn't play, and in those 12 minutes, I could see Spo telling him, "Just go, put your head down and go." And I hope
In the playoffs?
Yeah, like you know how Jimmy's gonna rest like 10 minutes, like niggas like the same way Cody Zeller played those 4 minutes and lost us
No,
that
I
game.
know what you I get him playing the minutes. And I think you're right, but I don't think Jaime Jaquez should be being told to go in a playoff series. Like,
That's too much on his plate.
way too much. Like, fit in. Like, what LeBron tell that nigga Kevin Love?
Don't fit
Stop
out.
trying to fit in, nigga. Fit in. Like,
But where does he fit
On
in?
Big
Like,
4L.
if he's not doing that, if he's not like
Yeah, that's what
Jaime
I'm
plays,
saying. I think his
like
best
what is his best thing is when he
his
has the
best
ball.
role. Yeah, exactly. He's best when he got the ball and he's just putting his head down and going in terms of getting the bucket. It's when he try to fit in and do that catch and shoot stuff where it's just like, oh boy, like it starts becoming wavering, in my opinion.
I think I agree. Like, he plays best when he's trying to
Didn't
be
play.
But yeah,
good.
he's a
He could
cool
make
role
them.
player. But in terms of like, I think he's better as a bucket getter, not as your primary guy, but like as the spark.
my issue with this
The
is
royal trade of the Cam Whitmore thing, but
no, not even that. My issue with that is in the playoffs, if Jimmy Butler isn't on the floor, Bam Adebayo should be. And I don't want Jaime Jaquez. I don't want us filtering the offense through Jaime Jaquez and letting him like do his shit with Bam Adebayo on the floor. So like, I don't want that to like. Nah.
I
Go
think
ahead.
what he's looking at more so like a third guy. So if Jimmy's not on the floor, then Jaime would be on the floor with, let's say, Bam and Tyler. Like, the offense is being filtered through Tyler and Bam, but Jaime is that third scorer who has like the option to go get his own bucket as opposed to just standing there waiting for other people to play make for him. When he touches the ball, it's like, all right, bro, do your little dancey dance. Go try and get you a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
You a sick nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, go do whatever you're gonna do, bro. But it's like, I don't think you want to run no units through Jaime Jaquez in the playoffs. That is what I believe to be too much. But as a third kind of like
Yeah.
outside scorer, I think he can do that.
I was gonna say I think Jaime plays well off of Bam. Like, there's a lot of times where like Bam or like get the ball in spots or whatever, and he's like kind of waiting to see, and then he'll start to attack or whatever, and like that second person comes, like who was saying Chaosu, I think is saying, oh, sitting in the corners and missing breaking three. Like, that's the one thing I can respect about Jaime. Jaime not just from the stand there, bro. Like,
Yeah,
he knows how to cut. Like, and he does that really well, especially off Bam. He always finds himself like in the restricted area, like wide ass open. Like, and yeah, I know it's the regular season, that's different from the playoffs, but I do think Jaime can be like effective. Like, I just can't see him, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, if he's playing 12 minutes in the playoff game, in the playoffs, then what the fuck?
I mean, Tyler Hero playing 30 plus.
Not only that, bro, it just means we gonna go all the way back to June, and we gonna say what the fuck, because niggas told me he was a win now, and I don't know when else you trying to win now other than the playoffs. Like, that's
They
when.
define win now as being in the rotation your rookie season.
Yeah, that okay. See, because win now to me means you gonna play in the offs. Like,
I think only Jimmy and Bam are promised plus 30 minutes in the playoffs and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I don't think nobody else should be playing more than probably
like 25 minutes.
I would say like 31.
Spo cuts minutes in the playoffs. He'll cut Herro's minutes in the playoffs.
Okay, so if you're looking at Jimmy and Bam to play what, 40 minutes, 40,
yeah,
43,
41 to 43,
41 to 43 minutes. Okay, like
Jimmy 41, Bam 43.
Who's that 31-minute guy? Is that Duncan?
It matters who's going.
Caleb.
It matters who's
I
having
think
a good night.
It's Caleb.
It might be Caleb.
It's gonna be
because
Caleb.
you got to understand, like, trying to squeeze them into minutes. So like, let's say for instance you're trying to squeeze 25 minutes for Duncan. Like, it's gonna be tough if you don't have Duncan when Tyler come back. If you don't have Duncan starting games, and sometimes you don't have him finishing games, then that means he needs to play a whole hell of a lot in that in between time.
Yeah, I think we're to that point. I think Duncan is like in my scenarios that I'm talking about, bro. Duncan is definitely starting in the playoffs. So I think it's gonna be easy for him to get his minutes. Like his 25 to 28, I think Duncan should be out there 28 minutes. Like, we just don't have no offense for him not to play. And
I think Rozier may get his cut a bit. It matters how he's playing.
How much does it get cut? You're moron.
Because on who Spo is more comfortable with, he'll choose Herro over him in like a lineup that's in the fourth quarter. And as you guys said, probably Caleb because of the defense. Jimmy and Bam are going to be in there. So it's going to be one slot. So it's either going to be based off situation. Like if J. Rich is playing well, Spo loves J. Rich. He'll play him over most people. Then there's Duncan. There's Jaime. I think Terry may be the odd one out, especially you see when Spo likes to go like extra defensive in the playoffs. He maybe start playing the J. Rich at point guard lineup, insert one of the shooters, and Terry don't really have a place to be found there.
So you're talking about Terry Rozier at like 20 minutes a game.
Like, yeah, 20, 25. Like, the guy who starts, then play, kind of like what they did with Kyle Lowry. He's starting, and then he plays up until like his rotation's in the third, but he doesn't have the fourth quarter promised to him.
I'm gonna be real.
Real. That'll piss me off if they do
no
that.
chance in hell, Chaosu.
I'm just telling you.
You traded an expired contract and a first round pick for this man.
Yeah,
he needs to be a 30-minute player in the playoffs.
I've seen what Spo does in the playoffs. Like he weird. He weird.
And
but
that's what it feels like. You know what's interesting? Like Spo has done all this stuff like without Tyler Herro around. That's why I think he may be the guy to get his minutes cut. Bro, it's like if this team, I'm
Yeah,
basing a lot of this off of.
he's cut Tyler Hero's minutes before in the 2022. He was
And
playing
what's in
20.
what
He was
series?
playing every
Oh,
series.
this series?
He was only playing 26 minutes a game. He
Right.
was playing 34 during the season.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it will go like this year. It will go even lower. But I'm basing all of this like off of like literally these next 2 to 3 weeks, bro. Like I think these next 2 to 3 weeks, the only person who can, I think Jay Rich can come back from injury because he can play defense though, and I think that's what like obviously spoke
And you
volume.
hit a corner three.
Right. But Tyler's not gonna be out of the rotation by any means or nothing like that. But bro, I can see him being like he should be the igniter, like the way.
Well, we see Spo in the playoffs. He just goes with that's when he turns into I'm just winning the game. In the regular
Right.
season, it's about process and like, hey, figure stuff out on the court. But when it gets to the playoffs, it's like, okay, you missed 3 rotations. Hey, get out. Unless you're like hitting all your threes. And when it gets to the fourth quarter, that's when he really cuts minutes. That's when Caleb Martin against like Boston, his minutes were kind of funny. And then, hey, but he's playing well. You're playing. Haywood, I think Max a little bit. Hey, sit down a bit. You're going to play this series. And then the series before that, minutes were kind of funny because Spo needs to win the game. So if we're playing against Boston and they keep attacking Tyler with Jaylen Brown and he's not hitting his shots, he's going to say Jay Rich or DeLon Wright get in there in the fourth and go with that because that's what Spo does. Regular season, he doesn't care about winning the one game in like January.
Brother, I'm gonna be sick if Jay Rich is one of the guys closing, and it's like that's my problem, bro. Like if Jay Rich is closing games over Terry Rozier, then I have a problem.
But
Like
I have a problem with this whole conversation.
why, dude?
Justo said it
Because
in the comments earlier. We're the only quote unquote contender
that
that literally has 3 open spots. Like, we don't know who's gonna close. Boston, like nobody that's an actual contender, they fans are sitting around saying this, dog. Not a single team, bro.
And
it may be 1 spot max.
Because we're the only team dumb enough to
point
start the
though,
season
to
with
that
2
point,
holes in their starting lineup.
I'm gonna go
Remember,
ahead and say this is what makes Miami the most dangerous. Because other teams, it's the I don't know what the fuck they gonna do factor.
and
And I
having to
think
do
this,
that from game to game in a series is kind of annoying too. I
and
bet.
that's what we did like every single fluky season that we have had is
Yeah,
because of that same
but
factor.
Six
Jess,
months out.
that's it. That shit works both ways. It's true for other teams. Yeah, we don't know what the fuck we gonna do. But the Heat also said that going from game to game, we don't know what the fuck we gonna do.
We're
Like
literally the Joker.
we don't
We're
have a
gonna
plan. We don't
we're
have
gonna
a
shoot
plan.
threes. We're gonna shoot
It's
threes.
it's like we're gonna go in the game. Fuck it. We're gonna throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Like from game to game, that can't be what you rely on,
And this
bro.
is why all of us was like a little bit questionable last year. And mainly last year. The years before that was a little bit we had, but
No,
mainly last year we was having the same conversation, and like it could either end up good
but
like last year, or it could end very badly. Like
Jess, it's funny until you go look at those numbers again in that series. We won that Boston series in 7 after giving up a 3-0 lead. You go look at them. Caleb Martin shot 60% from the field, 43% from 3, scored 19 points a game, and gave us like 6 rebounds and 4 assists. That legit. That may be more. No, I'm only gonna say may. That's more of an outlier than what Jimmy did in the first round.
No,
And
no,
here's
it's not
my
even
question
about.
to
It's not
all
about
y'all:
Caleb Martin as an
would
individual.
it
It's about our
surprise
team
y'all?
shooting in
47% and
series.
45% from 47 from the field, 45% from 3 on like huge volume.
And
It's not.
Miami being Miami, though, would it surprise you if Jovic won us a game or 2 in the playoffs?
No, but
I
but here's
mean,
the thing. Caleb won us a series.
I'm floored if Jovic won.
Yeah, I would be Jovic.
And it's bound to happen.
You could say Jaime. I can get behind Jaime, but not Jovic.
Or Jaime.
he
One
has
of
to
these
play.
lower
First of all,
tier guys.
Jaime, I can see Jaime winning this game. Jovic,
Yeah,
I don't think Jovic is playing.
the reason why people were shitting on our run last year is because the shooting it was better than the fucking 2017 Warriors. That's how good we were shooting in the playoffs. And it was just like, that kind of outlier shooting is like obviously not something you can rely on. But it's like if it's something that's gonna pop up again, it's just like, man, and what can you do? You just throw your hands up. Like, all right, I guess they got it. But that's not something.
And
That's not a game plan. It's just relying on
here's the
luck.
thing with that point though. Amongst the league, like Miami is consistently up there. Y'all gonna hate it, but like when it comes to shot quality in terms of like good shots, it's just that
Oh
the
yeah, for
reason
sure. We're
as
like
fans
top
why
three
we're
every
so
season.
upset is because a lot of these niggas be missing these fucking, and I say it, makeable shots. And then when they start dropping, it start be like, oh, okay, that's what I expected them to do. But the shot quality, we miss a lot of good shots. And what happened last year is we got the same amount of good shots. It's just that, well,
They
Caleb
didn't
took it
go in the
personal
rings.
because they was leaving him open 2 seasons ago, Boston, and he said last year, yeah, fuck out of here, none of that shit this year. They took it personal and really turned it up. But it's really that's the Miami Heat, a flip of a coin.
I've been asked, don't we rank last in shot profile? I don't know if we rank last, but I think the reason that we rank so low in that category is because a large part of Miami's shot diet is mid-range jumpers, which is a bad shot analytically. But Miami takes a lot of mid-range jump shots, so that shit would have their shot profile like ranking fall. Justo said Heat will literally have to shoot 40 to 45% from three just to have a chance to go far in these playoffs. 40 to 45% is a lot
No,
to ask as a team.
Well, that's the
You
bare
gotta
minimum.
have. It's not the bare minimum. We don't have to shoot
bare
forty
bare
five
No,
percent
we
minimum
from three.
like 36.
we only need to
Yeah,
do
No,
that
we
against Boston.
we had a
The rest of the
series.
teams are
We had
different.
to shoot
Boston, we
like
need to do that
50 to 55%.
against
no.
Boston.
We
Yes,
don't. We need two shooters to shoot above 40%.
I'm gonna be real, y'all know who, like when we talk playoffs, y'all know we really only talking about two teams, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
just Boston
Boston.
and Milwaukee.
Okay, against Milwaukee, for whatever reason, there
Yeah,
is
we
something about that team that when whoever's shooting for Miami from
smoke us.
three,
That's what it is.
it's going in, bro. Like we shoot, I think we shoot insanely well against Milwaukee for whatever reason. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
The
then
reason why
Boston,
that's sorry, my bad.
I was about to say, and why we don't really need that three and all that shit against Boston. Oh, them dogs over there fighting. Them boys getting it in now. Um, Boston, bro, it's more about our defense because our defense just pushes them. Like, yeah, we got to score points, obviously, but if we just dictate like the pace of how the game is being played, I think Miami can beat Boston in the series too, bro. Like that last game we played against Boston, we lost 110 to 106. The first two games they scored over 120. Like Miami is gonna control the pace, and as long as it's close in the fourth quarters, and four of them, Miami gonna beat them, bro.
Miami only got blown out once by Boston.
Exactly.
It was only that what is the middle game that felt like we
The
had no
Christmas game or something.
no, we played Philadelphia on Christmas, and we
Oh my bad.
Tyrese Maxey's ass. But it was the middle game out of the three that we played against Boston, where Kristaps Porzingis.
And that shit was fake too, bro. Like
Yeah.
Porzingis, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Like them niggas is talented as hell, bro. But Porzingis not moving me, game. Like, oh, that game was January 25th. It was 143, 110. Like Porzingis not
Okay.
doing it for me, bro. Like he's a great player. Well, he's a talented player, but he got to show me.
Yeah, I'm just worried about Miami Heat being the team that he show your ass against. Like I get it. Like his history don't say this is him. We need to focus. He ain't been in no series like the Miami Heat Boston Celtics series before. For him to understand just kind of how Spo gonna change shit up on him in the playoffs. So yeah, I agree. Like I think Miami could beat any of these teams in the playoffs, but I don't know, dog. Like it just feels so much harder. And I feel like the person that we ignoring the most in terms of these lineups in Terry Rozier, I think Terry Rozier is going to be a big part of why Miami either wins or loses series. I think if he plays well, then we can beat. I think we can probably beat Boston a whole lot easier if Terry Rozier can score on Derek White.
I think we beat Boston if Bam has a one of those series where when they talk about like this is the no ceiling, like the no ceilings version of Bam, but it's like the whole series.
You
Like
talking about the bubble, like bubble Bam versus Boston?
Yeah, bubble Bam. But that version we got like when he was going up against like Brooklyn and the Clippers, where like all his mid range, like where he looked like 6'10". All I do is watch Kobe tape Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Like
You mean the run where Tyler was injured and not in the way?
I don't know if he was. It was the last year. It was when he hit the buzzer beater against Brooklyn. I don't know if Tyler was injured.
You talking about 2022?
He talking about regular season where Bam had like 40. When he had like 40 against them.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a series. I don't know why I feel like it's this year where Bam's going to give us that like, no, this dude is really like even better than like playoff Jimmy. Like it's playoff Bam, where he's going to average like 26, 10 with like generational defense and put himself on that level. And I need that to come against Boston.
He kind of almost did that in the finals.
Yeah, but that time I knew we had no chance of winning because Jokic is a joke.
What you talking about though, Chelsea, is like we need that against Denver to be real. Like to win the series, like the series to win where we actually need that. I think
I trust Bam against Denver. I don't trust Jimmy against Denver.
Yeah, I don't trust Jimmy against Denver.
I think Denver has Jimmy's number. Like they know how they like Aaron Gordon because he can't bully Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's quick enough. He's athletic enough. He's disciplined. And then like Jokic isn't a bad defender.
KCP is a good helper.
Yeah, Jokic isn't a bad defender. He's big. Yeah. Jokic just knows he's big. So like he just beats you up. That's why Bam has to shoot against Jokic try and get past him because Jokic is big and he's annoying and it's tiring out Bam. So Bam giving me 21 and 10. That's great. I need Jimmy to take over because Bam already has to take care of Jokic and score on it. Jimmy needs to be the one averaging 27.
And you want to know what's crazy? I personally, Terry Rozier against a Nuggets, like that nigga airballed a hell of a lot. But everything else aside from those airballs, that's fine. What we was missing last playoffs. Like as somebody who could have, you can't put Jokic on Terry and think shit gonna be cute. No,
correct.
That's what was like a main element was a guy who could attack that pick and roll or that switch. And I think part of the reason why Miami decided to get Payless Dame was because of that.
You call him Payless Dame.
They still need to take that number 2 off his back. When I saw him airball them threes, I'm like, hey, choose another jersey. 2 ain't for you.
Did you see the Clippers? Did you see the Clippers try and guard Dame last night? Man?
The thing of disaster.
The Dame thing is funny because the reason Dame looks so bad, or not bad, doesn't look like Dame when Giannis playing because Dame is a dude who he gets his rhythm by like doing all the stuff like I can take this 40-footer anytime. I can come up. Yeah. But he has to give the ball to Giannis. And Giannis is not like the way they play offense don't really suit Dame. Dame in Miami, that shit would have been beautiful. Because them dribble handoffs would have moved mountains.
But like I was having
Dame in Milwaukee, Spo's gonna like if we play Milwaukee, I have full confidence Spo will make Dame look bad in that series. Because of how Milwaukee runs their offense.
The thing is that
define make Dame look bad, like where he averages 34 on like 45% shooting.
I mean, if you look at his like playoff history, there's just because of his shot profile, and
you gotta just do it with Giannis though. I feel like that's why I think like you can't really lean into the playoff history. Like to Roy's question, like I was interested too. Like, what does that look like? Dame looking bad, but remember, you gotta remember, like he's playing next to Giannis, who technically never really looks bad against us. Like
Giannis is gonna average 33, 14, and like 5 against us.
Yeah, but I trust Bam. Even though maybe this is a bad way to trust Bam, but I trust Bam to be able to, like, if we just deal with like, we're not going to let Dame like get off these threes easily. So we're going to make him give it to Giannis. And the reason I think Bam can just handle Giannis easier this year is because the rest of that Bucks roster, unlike years past, unless Chris Middleton turns back into Kobe, they kind of stink at like what they were doing. Like Brook Lopez stinks at shooting threes now. Chris Middleton
I don't disagree that we're going to try to make them give the ball to Giannis, but how are we going to dictate that with Terry Rozier, Tyler
It,
Hero, and Duncan Robinson
Well,
guarding.
this is where we were talking about
Caleb
earlier
Martin.
about inserting DeLon Wright. I think he's going to be able to have an
oh,
impact,
bro,
especially
if
in
I
the
was the
basketball.
coach, I'll be honest, I would not start Tyler or Duncan in that series at the start of games.
You'll
I would
start Terry
start.
Rozier and Jay
Oh no,
Rich.
no. I'll start DeLon and Jay Rich, and the minute Damian
And
Lillard
Jay
goes to,
Rich.
and the minute Damian Lillard goes to the bench, I put in Tyler and Duncan.
You
And
heard that, Vince? You heard and what?
and
DeLon and no. We're not doing that now. Like I can see a DeLon like somebody else. I
Stop.
don't know, bro. I just don't feel like that's the
Under what
realistic.
circumstances is Dame going to the bench in the playoffs, y'all? Like,
Doc Rivers is an idiot. Those times.
no, Doc Rivers is not an idiot like that, brother. Like, let's be real.
No.
Like,
Not sending Dame to the bench.
yeah, like, what circumstances is he not playing 40 minutes? Like, that's what another thing. Like, y'all
yeah.
understand them niggas finna be out there for 44 minutes, right? Like,
Hey,
him.
then we both do
This
defensive liability ball.
this is
That's what I'm saying. And
Budenholzer out there who for some
For real.
reason
I mean,
played
bro, to
Giannis
be
like
fair,
32 minutes.
to be fair,
that's what I said. And is
if Dame's out there for
crazy.
40 minutes, that's 40 minutes of Jimmy post ups on Damian Lillard, which I think is good offense.
Is it though? Like,
Yes.
are they going to allow them to switch Jimmy
No.
onto Dame?
No.
They're not. I don't know if they
Who's
can
gonna
stop
stop
it. Yeah, I was about to say I don't know if they can
Malik
stop him from
Beasley?
doing it.
It's either
No.
Malik Beasley or Dame, and it's
I
not a
honestly
win either way.
think that Jay Crowder is gonna stay in their starting lineup, and I think that Chris Middleton is gonna be more of their sixth man. They
If
just
Jay
playing
Crowder
too.
shoots against us 45%, I will kill myself.
They playing too good. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, Doc, for all his flaws and shit, like, they a better team right now. Like, than under Adrian Griffin. Like, I've watched them play, and that shit look different. They actually playing defense now.
Somebody said Spo will hunt Dame defensively all series.
With who?
With who? Thank you. Like, are you saying
be
like?
Yeah, y'all don't
Well,
trust
because here's the
Caleb
thing:
I
if
don't
they
trust
put
stuff
Hero
on him?
or Taylor.
no, it's if they put Dame on Duncan, which like because if Duncan gets on the court, they're going to try and hide Dame on him. If they do that, Dame's not good at getting around screens, and Brook is going to be playing drop because he can't move. So the DHO with
Putting
Duncan and Bam,
Putting Dame on Duncan would be disastrous
yeah, but they
because
can't.
Duncan never stops moving.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, if they put Dame on Tyler, they're going to run the Tyler Bam pick and roll. Dame's not good at getting over those.
They're not going to do any of that.
If they put Jimmy, they can't put him on Jimmy.
Teams don't do that these days.
Yeah.
These poor defending guards, they put them on like the useless forward,
AKA Caleb Martin.
Real threat.
AKA Caleb Martin standing in the
Okay, that
corner.
may be a problem.
And then Caleb, y'all don't think Caleb Martin will take advantage of that?
Hell
Like,
no. That you won't live with? That you won't live with as a basketball coach?
Yeah,
Nah,
like
'cause
if
the only
Caleb Martin
reason-
is the one if Caleb Martin is the first option on their offense because we have Dame guarding him, go the fuck ahead.
I'm saying, like, we seen team, like, I'm talking, when I say we seen team, I'm talking about Boston. Boston tried that shit where it was just like, oh yeah, whatever, Caleb, we gonna let you do whatever.
Yeah, bro, and they got them to a game 7, and they just lost a game 7. Like, you'll take your chances against anybody in a one game. Like, if your game plan could get you to a game 7 in every series, like, you're gonna take it. Like it's no way. That's like saying, oh, that's pretty much saying I gotta win 4 games to win the championship. Like, you would literally take that.
The more we talk, the more I think Haywood Highsmith should not touch the floor in the playoffs.
I respect that thought.
He's going to play.
In terms of, I respect that thought of, like, yo, we gonna live with it. Like, in terms of the other team saying, yeah, we'll live with Caleb killing. But as Heat fans, y'all don't trust Caleb to, like, eat on Dame? No?
I don't know, no, brother. Like, he averages 10 points a game, bro.
Yeah, like what does him eating look like? He averages 16 points a game against them. That's not winning them. That's not winning Miami a series.
Right now he's shooting like 63% from 3. Like, if you're shooting 63% from 3 right now, and you're like a 36% shooter, like a lot of the stuff we're seeing from Caleb right now is like not real. It's not really what he is this season.
I don't want to say, like, look, so I do, to Justice's point, like, I do see an avenue where Caleb Martin has an above average series. If this is the coverage that they're going to do, and let Dame kind of like take Caleb 1-on-1, Caleb can take advantage of that matchup. But I don't think that
Well,
it can take. Huh?
well, I was gonna say I don't think Caleb is like that much of a post-up player. So he's either gonna try to shoot over Dame, or he's gonna try and cut on the baseline with Dame on his hip or
They're
something.
like a
Try to make a
turnstile,
switch
blow by
shot.
him.
Yeah. So like, but the thing is, it's easier to help on the baseline when you know the guy is there than it is to try and guard a pick and roll.
I'm not gonna lie. If
You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
Milwaukee, bro, like I'm not starting Chris Middleton or Brook Lopez. Like if Miami gonna come in here and try to do that, I'm going small shit. Okay, well I'm gonna put Pat Bev. I'm putting Pat Bev next
And
to
Bobby
Dame in the
Portis in the
starting
starting.
lineup in the backcourt, and then I'm gonna put Malik Beasley and Jay Crowder at my
And
forwards
start
and Giannis.
Giannis at the 5.
Right, and now it's like okay, they can switch everything too. Pat Bev is gonna give our fucking guards hell. Then all that Caleb advantage shit goes away because Pat Bev, for what he is, he can communicate. I saw that nigga yell out something to Dame yesterday. Dame got in a stance against Kawhi Leonard and knocked the ball down, and then somebody came over and helped, and then they got a turnover.
Don't forget the
Like,
coach is Doc Rivers. He is not, his IQ ain't that high.
Yeah, but Pat Bev's IQ is through the fucking roof.
I'm talking
exactly.
about with his lineup. I
No,
agree
I
with
get
that
it. I
lineup
get it.
will
Yeah,
really put Miami in a chokehold. But that nigga Doc don't like to make adjustments like that.
I get it, bro. But like, I'm sorry. Like, he's not. It's gonna be hard for Doc to fuck up that much of a talent advantage. Like, I know Doc is like we laugh and make jokes, but Doc is a better coach than Adrian Griffin. He's a better coach than Joe Mazzulla. He's
He's a
probably
better coach. He's a
is
better
it better
coach
coach
than
than
the Mike.
is it better coach
Hold
than
on, hold
Tom?
on.
Is it better coach than Tom Thibodeau?
Yes.
If he
Nah.
is, then Doc. If he is, then Doc Rivers is the best coach that we'll face in the playoffs.
And why I say he is because, bro, for whatever, we can make the jokes. That nigga got 2 games off that three-peat Warriors team. That team that was
They
going
got
for a three-peat.
they got Tibbs over Doc. I don't know if I can
I
put
ain't never
Tibbs over
seen
Doc.
a Tibbs team overachieve. I seen them lose to Trae Young when they shouldn't have. They was the favorites. I seen them lose to us last year. They got a game when Jimmy didn't play. Like I've seen Doc teams overachieve. Like getting
Wait,
2 games off of
what Doc team you seen overachieve?
that 2018 Clippers team. Bro, like
Was that
they
was
got
that
2
an overachievement
bro, getting 2 games off the Warriors
in the second round?
in the first, bro. They best player was like Lou Will
Yeah,
or
it was
Shai
Lemon Pepper
Gilgeous
Lou.
Alexander or Tobias Harris.
It was Lemon Pepper Lou and Montrezl
Oh,
Harrell and
Yeah,
Pat Bev.
yeah,
That's all they had.
and Pat Bev.
and yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and even and
Yeah,
them
they didn't
games
even
they
have
That's when they
usually
did.
nobody.
That's when they did the press conference. Like,
yeah, like you know who KD is or
I
something.
promise you,
he
we
got tired.
tried.
Yeah, we tried everything.
Nigga said that's Kevin Durant.
He went out there and proved that he is who he said he is. That's one of the funniest press conferences I've ever seen in my life.
Hilarious, bro.
That's
And you
God.
know
I
what
saved the
else
whole
was
thing on my
funny?
phone.
A couple months later, them niggas was walking through that casino in Vegas, like, cause they had got Kawhi and Paul George. They knew they was up.
Come on now. They was. Doesn't the talent level matter? Doc has so much more talent. Yeah, I think talent level does matter. And like, so there's a greater talent disparity between Miami and Boston than there is between Miami and Milwaukee, in my opinion, right now. Like from top to bottom, anyway. Like I feel like Boston is a more talented team than Milwaukee. Milwaukee has is Dame better than Jason Tatum?
Yes. And in a playoff series, I'll say yes.
I think they're at the same level to me.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
but
I would say like
they clearly
overall,
like Boston has number 4, but like I think outside of like the top 4 players, then Boston has the edge in terms of roster. But in terms of coaching, Milwaukee has the infinitely better coach. I think I think Doc is a better coach than Joe
I'm not
Mazzulla.
jacking that. I'm not jacking that.
Huh?
Nah, they do not have the infinite, like, it's not black and white when it comes to a better coach. Like, in terms of
Between
like,
Joe Mazzulla and Doc.
hell yeah, like they're both
Yeah.
like C plus tier coaches. Like,
Nah, Joe Mazzulla ain't no B plus tier coach, bro.
No, he's not, bro. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
he's a
Like,
no he's a no
This
grade,
is
bro.
one of the most talented cook rosters we've seen
Yeah,
since
bro.
the Green
right,
Bay
like Joe
era.
Mazzulla gets
Like,
carried, bro. I think Doc Rivers might legitimately be like a B minus B coach. Joe Mazzulla to me is like a C minus, like D
He's
ish.
just a
Like
C. Like, bro, he's a
he's
place.
just a guy.
Like, he doesn't
He's,
do anything, bro. Like,
but that's how I feel about Doc. That's what I'm trying to say.
but I disagree. Like,
yeah,
why I disagree? I
mm.
can I can literally see like the changes in Milwaukee, bro. Like, bro, Doc went in there and now these niggas play defense. Like, yeah, it's the Hornets, but they held them niggas to 28 points and a half. In
yeah, they used
today's
to be
NBA,
shootout stars.
bro, in today's NBA, that's fucking insane to do. Like, you feel me? Like, so I think for Joe Mazzulla, like, what has changed from last year to this year? Oh, you take out Grant Williams and Marcus Smart and insert Drew Holiday and Porzingis. That's an insane talent upgrade. Like, in terms of like on offense for sure, and then Drew kind of like well on defense too, just in a different way. Like,
Not even just on offense, but like in terms of just overall basketball IQ. These are just much smarter players in general.
I judge
I
people like Joe.
agree,
I
but
judge people like Joe Mazzulla based off of like Jason Tatum. Like Jason Tatum looks like the same
same
player.
play.
He's the same player now that he was the last year Brad Stevens coached him.
he reached his ceiling. But like I was saying, more so like y'all sitting on Joe Mazzulla as y'all should in terms of being an inexperienced coach. But I'm strictly speaking on Doc Rivers getting his ass clapped, being 3-1. Like, come on, bro. Like, three times is crazy, bro. Three times, like, I can
We
never
get
call
it.
you a good coach. Like, you're average at best. Like, whatever
I can
Kevin.
I can get with you about the two times because that first one in Orlando, I would probably say he probably lost to the better team. One, but don't make it better. But I don't even know who the fuck was on them teams. What was going? Like, I was just a little too young. I just know he had T Mac, who's a glorified loser. Um,
Baby
like, bro,
You
Shaq.
said
that's
Paul
because,
George?
huh?
You said glorified loser. I thought you said Paul Jordan. My fault.
Same thing.
Same thing. Yes, sir.
Dang.
Come on. But yeah, I like the fact that like I've seen Doc do more with less. I can say okay, bet, like I can salute you for that. Like, bro, like Joe Mazzulla, I haven't seen him do anything, bro. Like, what has he done? Like to Roy's point, like he's just a fucking he's
Guy.
just there. Like, he's just a guy, bro. Like, at least with Ime, we could say, oh, they became a much better defensive team. Like, everybody, Jaylen Brown and especially Tatum, like took their defensive game up a level under Ime. Like, bro, like now it's like Tatum don't be in the post, bro. Like, he don't post up little guys no more, like at all. To be honest, when that should be something he should be emphasis, like a point of emphasis in his game. Like,
He does what he wants out there, which is fun. But the reason I can't get on you, like the point that you're making about Doc Rivers, is because yeah, he's folded in the playoffs. He's definitely like underachieved considering some of the rosters that he's had. But in order to like underachieve, he has to get those rosters to a point where like you expect something of them. So like, yes, those Clipper teams dramatically underachieved,
which
but
one?
he
Wait,
had
wait.
to.
The Kawhi
Huh?
ones for sure. The Kawhi Clippers for sure, bro. Like, this might be
The
where
Lob
we all.
City. I'm talking about the Lob City
Last
Clippers.
Yeah, you
year,
see, that's where we differentiate. Like, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I never thought the only time I think he fell with them was when he was up on the Rockets 3-1, obviously, because that's a 3-1 lead. And from there, y'all wasn't that much less talented than them. But I never considered the Clippers like to be like this flat out contender, bro. Like, I never looked at them as a contender.
No, I get it. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like that team was a good team, but they had the potential to be a contender, and it feels like they fell short of that.
I don't think
Like
they did, bro.
You don't think they fell short of being a
No, I don't
contender,
think
bro?
I don't think they had the potential to be a contender, bro. Like they had a nigga in DeAndre Jordan, bro. Like who was the anchor of their defense that you couldn't play because the nigga couldn't shoot free throws.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like in terms of talent, like they had a talented enough roster to the point where they could have been like they could have went a lot further than they ended up going. But like he had them as a respectable team, is my point.
Correct.
Like, and everybody can't
Can't win.
do that. Like everybody can't win. Everybody can't build a team and make them respectable, especially like you said, like they're not the most talented team. They're not like this Boston team where it's like it's assumed that they'll be in the conference finals. But he had them close to a conference finals, and it's just like, all right, he did something there. He did it with Orlando, or like got them to be respectable. He won the most overrated championship of all time with Boston.
Big facts.
But he kept that old team like in the conversation. Like that, I give him credit for that. While I also dock him a few points for the times he underachieved and the times that he gave up the 3-1 leads. Like I dock him for that, but it's like
it's so great.
I can't say he's a bad coach. Like he's a good coach.
Yeah, and like them Clippers. Well, that Clippers team one year they beat the Spurs. They beat the defending champion Spurs.
You feel me? Like he did some okay things as a coach.
Yeah, like
I can't he's not a bum. So like and it makes a big difference for a team like Milwaukee, bro, to have a not bum as a coach. He's a better coach than Mark Budenholzer. He's a better coach than Adrian Griffin.
And he got two like dynamic people who can like I guess
is this the best coach? This the best coach Giannis has ever played for?
Dame too. Yeah.
You weren't fucking with Terry Stotts?
Nah, bro.
Nate McMillan didn't move you?
I think they had talent then, but I don't think Terry Stotts was it.
Yeah, me neither. I ain't hold you. Yeah, I think this is the best coach Giannis that ever played for, bro.
And that nigga added a little something to his game too. I don't know how that nigga got even more efficient and like.
Listen, bro. Yet to be seen. What's gonna happen here? All right, guys, we've been on here for about 2 hours. Started talking about Terry Rozier, ended up talking about Doc Rivers. I think that means that this was a successful lunchtime spaces. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, both on playback or whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on YouTube. We appreciate all y'all for like chipping in and watching this stream and shit like that. We'll see y'all next time that we have one of these, or after tonight's game on the post game show. Make sure y'all tap in with us for that. All right, y'all have a great day.